For today's art class, we are going to use photography. Okay, so it doesn't matter what kind of camera you have, it could be your phone camera, whatever camera you have, I want you to take photos in the David Hockney style. Simply put, you're going to be taking a range of photos and they're going to all combine into a digital collage. So the way you might come across your backyard, you might find something interesting in here. I found the garden, not looking great at the moment, but we're going to make it look amazing. I'm going to take multiple photos, okay? So with David Hockney, he tends to kind of grab a few details, taking photos of a whole scene. So it's pretty much photo, all overlapping, and then stitching them all together in our Photoshop program, which I'll help you do as well.
Okay, so to get a digital collage with your photos, I've started one here. I'm just going to show you how to set up a page. I'm just going to set up an A3 page. So go File, New, and I'm just going to set up Print. Click on Print, View all presets, click on A3. And it depends if you want a portrait, orientation, or landscape. I chose landscape. And make sure that's all set. Press create. And that is just simply an A3 poster. And all I did was open up my variety of shots that I had. So all these different garden shots that I was taking in the David Hockney style. And I'll open the one up I had started. You go across to your shot you have opened, and to open up another photo, just go File, Open. Or in your folder where you've taken the photos, just right click, Open with Photoshop. So to copy and paste a photo just onto a poster is what we're going to be doing in a collage style like David Hockney. Is go to the photo, you can go select all, or I like to use the shortcut Control A. You need to copy it, edit, copy, or Control C as the shortcut. Now that it's copied your image, you just go across back to your A3 piece of paper and edit, paste, or Control V, which is much faster. It's a bit too big, as you can see, so all I do is go edit, transform, scale, or Control T, and then you can just simply make your photo a lot smaller. Move it to where you want to move it, set it in place, and press enter. Okay, so we want this overlapping effect. You can later on move your images around. I'll grab another photo. So Control A, Control C, Control V to paste, Control T to transform. Pop it in place. You can also put a rotate on it. So if you want a bit of that angle, kind of look like you're copying and pasting, a bit of that kind of collage look, you can do that and press enter. Okay, so you just keep going until you have them all together. Yeah, so have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to show you now, if you want to hide layers, you can hide layers by clicking the eye. If you want to quickly go to a picture and you're not sure which one it is, you hit Alt click and it tells me that was layer 1. So I can move that around here. If you want to make things bigger and you're not quite happy where it is, Control T to transform. And maybe you want it on a funny angle as well, maybe a bit bigger because really that's a wider shot. So make it a little bit larger. Pop that in place. So you can play around with your move tool, hit Alt click if you want to go onto a different photo. Is a great option to do there. And you can mess around the layers. You can move one layer to be above another. So you can put something on that's higher up that will be shown on top. Okay, so let's say layer 4. Let's move that to the top. And as you can see, that then shows to the top. There's a few effects you could do as well and have maybe play around with that. So if you go into the effects, maybe you can add you know, a bit of a drop shadow or an effect. We'll see what it looks like first, because sometimes it doesn't look as good as you imagine. So you can see there's a little bit of a drop shadow. Perhaps you don't like drop shadow, maybe you just want a stroke. And you want a stroke, maybe you want it black outline, maybe you want to change it to a white. So you can kind of get a little bit of a overlapping look. And you can change the size as well. So if you want it just a really minimal effect, you can click on that and press OK. Depends what kind of look you're going for. I think the David Hockney style is a little bit more overlapping and less, you know, effects. So it's up to you. Have fun with it though. Once you're happy with it, let's just leave it like that. You go File, Save As. We'll save it as a JPEG, so it's just one flattened image. Press OK, make sure everything's to the highest. Have fun with that.